Hello. Are you uncomfortable? I love making people uncomfortable.
Oh my god, I'm always uncomfortable.
Wow. Okay.
My secret.
So, today is... I'm fucking sick, by the way. So don't expect anything, like, really cool or fancy or anything. 'Cause fuck you. I mean, I love you, but fuck you. You know what's dumb? Can we talk about the stupidity that is YouTube for a second? Just because, like, I'm me and I'm a low enough YouTuber that doesn't fucking matter. So while I was not uploading for 6 months, I gained subscribers. Right?
Yeah.
While I wasn't uploading, I gained subscribers. What the absolute... I gained both subscribers and views. And I have a theory as to why this is a thing. I think that what YouTube does is when it sees that you're not uploading, it starts suggesting people your channel and your videos, trying to force you to come back, and then it stops suggesting you, and then like it just is trying to pull you in. Yeah. Something to do with the fucking algorithm. I'm not advanced enough to like know anything about. But
I see like
right, because like
how it works. Yeah.
No one fucking.
I mean, yeah.
My videos went from, you know, like 10 views to like 20 plus in like the past 6 months, which is like seems like small potatoes because like most YouTubers have like millions of views, but like for me like that like is weird analytics. I'm like, why? How the fuck does that happen?
That is weird. Oh my god.
Tell me a Black Friday story. Tell me how that fucking went.
Oh my god. It actually was very calm.
Because Burlington.
Exactly, and we didn't have any new sales or any shit like that. But it was interesting because we got to dress up, so I wore my Gryffindor sweater.
Because you're a fucking nerd.
Yes, and my supervisor was like, Gryffindor, again? I'm like, yeah.
Fucking Gryffindors are trash.
Great, I lost my badge today, which is great.
Don't you like need that to get in the... Good king.
No. The badge, like, to wear around.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant your thing that, so they check your shit and whatever.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, no, that's never gonna
okay, I was gonna say, what the fuck, child?
But, our manager also made breakfast for us, which was great.
That's actually super sweet.
And he made waffles. They were good.
I'm like, okay, but, like, waffles now have a completely different meaning to me because I've just been binge watching Parks and Rec. Like, so much. No, like, literally.
JJ's good.
Oh my god. Fucking this woman. It was like, no, you're my favorite customer because you've literally in the last year spent about $1,000 on waffles. And I was like, who the fuck spent $1,000 on waffles?
Me.
But you know what's funny is that, so like this show's been running since like 2009, right?
Yep.
And like hearing her fucking talk and I'm like, of course they made you Joy in Inside Out. This makes so much fucking sense. Like, oh my god. I mean, I feel like watching her in, can I help you, dog? You can't see this, but this little, just little attention whore. No, but so like, I feel like the Disney people were like, how could we like make money off of this thing? I know. We will make grown-ass adults cry while also having the most lovable and like amazing and peppy main character. While also making 20-somethings cry near their siblings. No. Yeah. Did you see Inside Out in the theater? Did you watch it on DVD?
I watched it on DVD.
I watched it in the fucking theater when it came out with my mother, my father, and my little sister. And my sister, and I didn't want to go. There's a picture of me and my mother standing in front of, by the way, I look very fat. It's very unattractive. There's a picture of me and my mother standing in front of, like, the Inside Out, and it's shaped like a head, because, like, science. And it's got the characters in the background and whatever. And I'm just... I'm a mess because it's after we've watched the movie, so like I had like makeup up and I just, oh my god, so much just shit all over my face. There's mascara just collected under, and I'm not wearing glasses because like I was like, no, I don't need glasses. Like I look so much better without them. No, sweetheart. Like just everywhere. It was awful. It was so bad. It was so bad. Like I looked at the picture recently and I was just like, this needs to go away for the rest of eternity. No, but so, like, I'm watching that movie, and the only reason I went was because my sister was like, please, and I was like, fuck, fine. It was around Christmas time. Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm going to lock myself in my house for the rest of forever. And so, she was like, please, and I was like, fuck, fine. And what the song, the fucking Lava song, I was almost already fucking done. Like, what the shit, Disney? No. No, you can't, like... up this shit. That's not how that fucking works. You can't just be like, hey, like, this movie hasn't even fucking started yet, and we're gonna make you fucking cry. And I was just so done with my life. And then I didn't cry until the very end when she's talking about her missing Minnesota.
Yeah.
When she's just like, you know, because, like, I felt that. Because, like, as a person with a mental illness, I feel like, and I've said this, like, before, like, with my human, is that, like, we're not allowed to just not know or just not be okay. It's like you have to constantly be battling and fighting this, like, illness in your head. But, like, no, sometimes I just want to fucking just be done. I want to admit that, like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's just fucking awful. I had that, actually, when I was, when I left home. No, but, like, I remember sitting in his office and just looking at her and being like, and they're trying to, like, help me, like, figure out plans to be like, you know, what's the next step? What can we do? And I just, in the middle of them just trying to bounce ideas off of me, I just yelled and I felt so bad afterwards. I was just like, can I just not be okay for, like, 5 minutes? I'm tired of having to be an adult. Like, and so when I watched Inside Out, though, like, that was the first time I'd ever, like, been like, oh yeah, no, I feel that. Just like, no, I'm not happy all the time. Like, this fucking sucks. And it's never going to just be like sunshine and rainbows all the goddamn time. And I think that that's the problem, is that, like, us as, like, a society, we're like, you know, you have to be happy. It's happily ever after. And, like, you should just want to, like, be fulfilled in your life or satisfied. You want to be satisfied.
Oh my god, Hamilton trash.
I'm such Hamilton trash, okay? Wink. I don't have the hoodie, though, and I feel so bad about it. You know, the little hoodie, it's like this, it's the pocket, and he's, like, standing on the tip of the star. I don't have the hoodie, and I feel like I should. Like, tear for my nerdy ass. No, but, like, fucking hell, this is not fucking okay. But, like, I feel like that's the thing, is, like, we're just constantly trying to be happy, and, like, no one is happy all the time. And that bleeds into, like, our relationships and our friendships, both, like, romantic and otherwise. We're constantly trying to be like, everything has to be perfect. And I'm like, no, bitch. Like, relationships are fucking hard. Like, if you don't fight, there's probably something wrong. Like, you're not gonna agree on, like, everything. And we haven't found something we disagree on yet, which kind of scares me. Like, we have to disagree on something. Something. I think the things that, like, though, that couples disagree on are, like, really tiny things, like color scheme or favorite food, or, like, TV shows, not like deep personal political things. Because I feel like people are like, don't ruin people's lives, like, don't ruin friendships over politics. I'm like, no, politics reveal, like, your deeply held beliefs. And, like, there are different branches of politics. Like, for example, my cousin's husband is a Republican and he's super conservative. He's an awesome dude. That video, I'm gonna link right here, of their wedding. Go watch that. Fuck you. I am that YouTuber now. I'll tell you later. No, but so, like, he's, like, super conservative, and he has views that, like, I don't totally agree with, but they're not, like, human beings shouldn't have, like, basic human rights. Because, like, there are Republicans that, like, don't believe that, like, all people of color are awful or all queer people should die and shouldn't have basic human rights. So, like, I think that, like, people are so caught up in the, like, you know, just because, like, I'm offended and upset because you're offending my view. Like, the fucking Christmas cup thing. Like, I'm offended, you're offending Jesus. And I'm like, cool, you can be offended, but that doesn't mean that you're right. That's like it's like radical feminists who are like, you're like, trans women are, like, talking over real women. And I'm just like, cool, shut the fuck up. Like, I think the beautiful thing about, like, America is someone who, like, constantly shits on America. Because, like, but, like, it's not like I'm shitting on it. It's more like I'm calling out, like, actual problems. There's a difference between being like, this is an issue, and being like, no, this whole thing is awful. I cut you off. I'm sorry. You were gonna say something.
Dude, no, it's okay.
Okay. But so, like, people are, I feel like both the left and the right have done this thing where they're constantly screaming at each other, I'm offended, and it's like it's a replacement for I'm right, and I'm like, no. Especially, like, I think the left has become more, like, and I think that's the reason that Tomi Lahren has, like, shat on the left, is because, like, she's exposing a real thing. Like, political correctness has its place, but, like, oh my god. There was, oh my god. So, like, the internet is a lovely cesspool of bullshit.
I know, right?
So, like, political correctness has gotten to the point where it's just, like, even I am like, what the absolute fuck are you doing? Because, like, there's a difference between being, like, this is something that, like, I identify with, and, like, if you don't get it, I'll explain it to you, but, like, don't be shitty about it. There's a complete different than being, like the Republicans who, or not the Republicans, like the people on Facebook who were like, when the Las Vegas shooting happened, they're like, well, like, country music, like, fans are all Republicans anyway, so, like, I don't care that they died. I was just like, excuse the fuck out of you. Like, no. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who are being like, when John McCain was sick, they're like, I don't care if he dies, because, like, then it's just, like, it furthers our agenda. No, it makes you look like a fucking asshole that you just said that.
Shit.
I feel like the problem a lot of the time with both sides is that they're so concerned with being like, you know, I'm gonna tell you what I believe and I'm right, that they make the entire group look so shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, no, stop it.
I know. We forget that other people are humans too, and
Right?
have thoughts and feelings and beliefs and shit. And that not everyone's right.
Okay, can we take a break for a minute? Look at this fucking dog. Her nose is pressed against that goddamn door.
Me as fuck though for the past week.
I'm like, get you, bitch. Oh my god, I love this fucking dog. I'm gonna get her a little doggy Christmas sweater that says "fuck the mailman." Anyway,
Oh God, please.
with like a snowflake where the U should be.
Yes.
They probably make that on Redbubble, but like as like a baby onesie, and I'll just cut off the bottom part where it clips and just it's a dog sweater. Anyway, but don't get me wrong, like it's so hard to be like quote unquote liberal and still defend like freedom of speech, because I'm constantly having these arguments with people where I'm like, you have the right to say that, but like I have the right to tell you that you're being kind of a dick.
Exactly.
On both ends. Like people think that like, you know, like you're just a stupid liberal hippie, and I'm like, well, no, because like I have some conservative viewpoints that like typically I don't share, because like then the left is like, well, if you're not all left, then you're right, and I'm like, well, no.
It's a spectrum for a fucking reason.
I'm more like in the middle, like honestly. I don't know what is we're talking about politics now, because the universe, because that's the state of the world that we're in right now.
Yeah, I lean more left, but like middle left.
Do you think that the government should be able to say what you can and can't do with your life?
Oh. Like,
Okay.
Jesus Christ. No.
So like my dad, when the in 2012 when the state was voting on like marriage, his excuse for why he didn't vote for it at all, like didn't vote period, was that he turned to me and he was like, you know what, I don't really give a fuck, because he's my dad and he is ridiculous. He's like, I don't really give a fuck if what was it, if the banditos, which is what he calls gay people because he's him, want to get married, but the government shouldn't be the one holding that decision over them.
Oh yeah.
Like all kinds of things like that. Like the whole, like some of the reason why I'm like abortion should be legal is because the government shouldn't regulate that.
Yeah.
Like the government
should be up to each individual clinic.
Oh yeah. Which is why like I am so weird about Planned Parenthood, because like it's such a good thing, and when it provides like, you know, like low income women healthcare, who like otherwise couldn't afford it, or like crisis situations. But at the same time, I also am like, the government shouldn't pay for abortions because like that's like a very personal decision, and the government shouldn't be able to like track that. Like that's such a personal thing. I don't fucking know. And then like liberals jumped on my throat for that, because they're like, well, no, it should just be, the government should pay for it, it should be all legal, and like I can't believe you would fucking say that. I'm just like, chill the fuck out. Just breathe. Take a deep breath, Tammy.
Yeah, those issues the government shouldn't endorse. Endorse, like gay marriage too. It shouldn't be the government's decision. It should be the church's decision. Like each individual church should decide: are we gonna do gay marriages or are we not?
I always get so upset when
fine. It doesn't want to.
Right? I always get so pissed when people are like, this church wouldn't let us get married here. They have the right to do that.
Find another one. Or
it's not like
getting married at a church.
Right?
Just go to the courthouse and do it.
it's not like it's like a good service. You're going to a place of worship.
Yeah.
This isn't a bakery. This isn't like or like some kind of flower industry. Like this is a holy temple that you may or may not, because like lots of people get married to churches that don't believe in the religion of the church. They just think the building is pretty. So like, you may be stepping into a church that, one, you don't believe in the denomination, and two, like, the church doesn't believe in gay people. Like, that they're a thing. That, like, that's real, that's not a choice. Like, which is fucked, but they have the right to believe that because this is America. Oh my god.
And, like, if you have a problem with the church,
don't fucking go.
Go to a different one.
Go to a different church.
Because there will be churches that will.
I don't even know why people get married in a church in the first fucking place. Like my cousin, what was really cool was they got married at like, there's this really cool place in Seattle that's kind of like a yacht club almost, but it's like a really small building, and they got married on the upper deck. You saw us build. I showed you that fucking video. Yeah, that's like not a very big venue, and it's not a church. But she is Catholic, and she also uses birth control, and like there are things that like she believes that don't necessarily, but that is her relationship with her religion. Yeah. And so if she I don't know why she decided. Their own. I don't know why she decided not to like get married in the church, but if it had anything to do with the fact that she was trying to respect the institution of being like, I don't have views that totally align. Also, like, I had a child out of wedlock, and I don't want a pope or a pastor or a preacher to be like shitty with me. Yeah. Totally up to like the person. That goes for both gay and straight marriages. Like, I don't even want to get married at a fucking church. Like, same. Mainly just because like I don't want to have to deal with all of that because it's so expensive to rent a church for a wedding, regardless of where. Like, oh my god. The wedding industry is insane. It is. I want to get super illegally married. Like, because, like, typically you have to, like, pay museums and stuff to, like, get married in their venues, and you could only get married in their venue halls. And they're like, no, I want to go to Chicago, to the art museum, and get married in front of some, like, really cool-ass painting. And then, like, if security tries to kick us out, we run. like The Vow. Have you ever seen The Vow? I have. It's like The Vow, basically. Like, I want to do that. Because I remember seeing that for the first time and being like, that's the wedding I want. Because fuck your bullshit. Oh my God. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always been like, nah, fuck you and your white dress nonsense. I'm going to get married in shorts and flip-flops. Because fuck you.
Like, I can't wear white clothing because I'll get it dirty. And that sucks.
Same as fuck. I don't know how my cousin...
I'll feel guilty.
Right? You'll feel so fucking bad. Especially
if I see a spot, be like, fuck, I'm such a mistake. Oh my god. Start crying.
Ben Wyatt, human mistake. Me as fuck. I think the thing, too, is that, like, there's this... Wedding dresses are such a... Weddings in general, like, there's so much waste. Especially the wedding dresses. I think I've seen one video that talked about 4 generations of women wearing the same wedding dress from 1910. But for some reason in, like, film and television, it's always presented as, like, a end-all be-all. That it's always going to be, your mother wore this dress, so you're going to wear this dress. Which I think is stupid. I don't know why movies do that. Like, or your grandmother wore this dress, so you're going to wear this dress. Like, or no.
I can wear whatever the fuck I want.
I'm gonna have an open bar when I get married, because I'm that kind of guy. And do it. And regardless of the gender of the person I'm marrying, there's gonna be the dress code will be colorful, beautiful rainbows.
Fuck yes.
Just because I feel like I'm any kind of relationship I'm in is gonna be a little gay, even if it's a straight relationship.
You're gonna be a little gay. Little gay.
While we have 5 minutes left, do you want to get into, like, things that I have no room talking about, but I'm going to give you the floor to talk about?
Oh, shit, okay.
Mainly just because it's come up in my Facebook feed a lot, and I've had lots of conversations with people about the whole Trump pardon, like, getting those boys out of China prison, and then the dad flipping the fuck out and being like, the boys shouldn't have thanked you, blah, 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 blah. What is your opinion on the whole fucking bullshit that is happening in the country right now?
Okay, well, one, Trump needs to just no more Twitter for him.
Right?
Like, god damn.
Like, I feel like he would do much better in the public's eye if he didn't have control of his own Twitter.
Jesus Christ. And he went after the wrong person, too.
Like, I feel like a White House staff, just like when Obama was president, he did not have control over his own Twitter. Now he does, and he tweets hilarious things.
Oh, he's perf. Him and his tweets about his memes with Joe Biden. Pure.
I love the fact that on Joe Biden's birthday, he's like, I'm going to be a part of this because I'm adorable and we have friendship goals.
The ultimate bro TV.
Okay, something that's come up a lot in conversations between me and the lovely white supremacists of the internet is that Black Lives Matter is a hate group. Is like a terrorist organization.
Okay.
You're laughing.
Oh man, it's funny because people just like rope everyone into that title. Like, okay, I'm pretty sure if Martin Luther King Jr. was alive, he would probably take some issues with some of the things being done, but in general, the idea behind Black Lives Matter is what he would have wanted.
He was arrested, a lot.
Shit, yeah.
He had, hoses sprayed at him, dogs sent at him,
Yeah, and people were always talking about peaceful protests and civil disobedience, but then, when we do something as civil disobedience...
It, delegitimizes.
Holding up a sign and shit. Oh, you need to do something else. Take a knee during a football game. That's disrespectful. Oh, what else? So many things. We can't do anything right. It's they don't want us to protest because they don't give a fuck.
I wonder...
Just stay us where we are now.
I wonder if, the reason that, no one is ever happy regardless of what people of color do is because, unlike white people, there is, this huge microscope and, on everything that people of color do. And when one person of color does something, it is blanket covered for everyone. So, the reason that no one is ever happy is because, really, you can never make anybody happy.
True.
But, because there's such a huge-ass fucking microscope on all people of color, regardless of what they do, someone from some corner of bumfuck Missouri is going to be upset about it.
Oh, yeah. And plus, with the little representation that people of color have, we're automatically fit into these groups. Bullshit. And if we fit it, then we're terrible. If we don't fit it, then we're weird.
Is that I saw a thing that was a post on Tumblr and it was talking white versus
Yeah.
And I was what the fuck is it? Because I am a white person. People are no, Italians are white. No, we white as fuck. Chill the fuck out. But
or people saying black people can't be nerds, or if they like anime and shit like that, they're white. No, they're black and they are nerdy. You can be both.
or the Muslim and nerdy as fuck and the cosplay of that shit.
Oh my god, yes, they're so amazing though.
What do you think of that? While we have 2 minutes left, Sharia law is gonna take over. I saw a post and it was comparing and it was exposing Sharia law to basically Christian law. If you switch the names and switch some of the things around, if you present the way that Christians, I say Christians, more radical, very conservative Christians and Catholics want to make the country all about this set religion, it's very
it's similar as fuck.
It's so similar.
How people who are religious wanted to ban gay marriage, basically. It's okay, so you're happy telling everyone else how to live? You're no better.
Jeff Sessions is.
Oh my god, I know, right?
The separation of church and state is unconstitutional.
It's literally the Constitution.
It's literally the Constitution.
Hon. You're no better than the people you're shitting on constantly.
I think the thing is that there's lots of really old people in power. And that's not to shit on old people. Old people have lots of wisdom, but old people were raised in a time when it wasn't the most wonderful to be a queer person or a person of color. Just
anyone that's a minority, just you're kind of fucked.
Because how old is Jeff Sessions? He's 70? Is he 70? Yeah, so he was alive during segregation
and so he's used to it. And now he's
oh my god.